Lawrence Julius Taylor, nicknamed LT, is an American former football linebacker who spent his entire career playing for the New York Giants in the National Football League. He is widely regarded as one of, if not the greatest defensive player of all time. After an All-American career at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, Taylor was selected by the Giants as the second overall selection in the 1981 NFL Draft. Although controversy surrounded the selection due to Taylor's contract demands, the two sides quickly resolved the issue. Throughout the 1980s and early 1990s, Taylor was a disruptive force at outside linebacker and is credited with changing defensive game plans, defensive pass rushing schemes, offensive line blocking schemes, and offensive formations used in the NFL. He produced double-digit sacks each season from 1984 through 1990, including a career high of 20.5 in 1986. He was a key member of the Giants' defense, nicknamed the Big Blue Wrecking Crew, that led New York to victories in 21st and 25th Super Bowls. During his tenure with the NFL, he won many accolades, including NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year, the only NFL player to win the AP NFL Defensive Player of the Year award in his rookie season. He also won a record 3 AP NFL Defensive Player of the Year awards and was named the league's most valuable player for his performance during the 1986 season. He was named first-team All-Pro in 8 of his first 10 seasons and second-team All-Pro in the other 2. In 1999, he was inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Taylor has lived a controversial lifestyle during and after his playing career. He was known for his on-game persona and at one point inadvertently caused a compound fracture of the right leg of quarterback Joe Theismann. He admitted to using drugs such as cocaine as early as his second year in the NFL and was suspended for 30 days in 1988 by the league for failing drug tests. His drug abuse escalated after his retirement and he was jailed 3 times for attempted drug possession. From 1998 to 2009, Taylor lived a sober, drug-free life. He worked as a color commentator on sporting events after his retirement and pursued a career as an actor. His personal life came under public scrutiny in 2010 when he was arrested for the statutory rape of a 16-year-old girl. After he pleaded guilty to sexual misconduct and patronizing a prostitute, he accepted 6 years of probation as part of a plea deal agreement and was required to register as a sex offender. Taylor lost hundreds of thousands of dollars after his company, All-Pro Products, was defrauded by a firm who short-sold his stocks. At one point, Taylor's stake in the company was worth over $100 million. In 1997, LT pleaded guilty to tax evasion and was sentenced to 3 months of house arrest and 5 years of probation. His net worth is an estimated $200,000. Early life. Taylor was the first of 3 sons born to Clarence and Iris Taylor in Williamsburg, Virginia. His father worked as a dispatcher while his mother was a schoolteacher. Referred to as Lonnie by his family, he was a mischievous youth. His mother said that he was a challenging child. He concentrated on baseball as a youth, playing catcher, and only began playing football at the advanced age of 15. He did not play organized high school football until the 11th grade and was not heavily recruited coming out of high school. After graduating from Lafayette High School in 1977, Taylor attended the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, where he was a team captain and wore number 98. Originally recruited as a defensive lineman, he switched to linebacker before the 1979 season. He had 16 sacks in his final year there and set numerous defensive records. He was recognized as a consensus first-team All-American and the Atlantic Coast Conference Player of the Year in 1980. While there, the coaching staff marveled at his intense, reckless style of play. Personal life. He was married to Deborah Belinda Taylor from 1981 to 1996, Maritza Cruz from 2001 to 2005. He married his third wife Lynette Taylor in 2007. He has daughters Paula, Tanisha, and Whitney. He also has a son, Lawrence Taylor Jr., who was sentenced to 30 years, including 10 behind bars and the remainder on probation for child molestation and rape in 2015. Career. In 1981, Lawrence Taylor was drafted by the New York Giants. Privately, Taylor was hesitant about playing for New York as he had hoped to be drafted by the Dallas Cowboys and was unimpressed with the tour of Giants Stadium he was taken on after the draft. Publicly, however, he expressed excitement about the opportunity to play in the city. When the season started, Taylor's talent was evident from the training camp. By the season's end, he was named Defensive Rookie of the Year. His first season is widely considered to be one of the best of any NFL player in history. In contrast to his on-field success, Taylor was already developing a reputation for recklessness off the field after nearly getting killed during the season when his speeding resulted in a car crash. The Giants insured Taylor's life for $2 million. Although he was named Defensive Player of the Year in 1982, Taylor's attitude towards the Giants changed when Bill Parcells became the new head coach. After a losing streak, he started to arrive late for meetings and training drills. As a result, the Giants had to fight to keep him on their roster as he had been approached by Donald Trump with an offer to play in the United States Football League. Although Taylor was initially given a $1 million loan from Trump so that he would move to the New Jersey Generals, the linebacker soon changed his mind. Eventually, a negotiation between Trump and the Giants resulted in Taylor paying back the $1 million loan to Trump and the Giants paying Trump $750,000 for the next 5 seasons. In addition, Lawrence returned to the Giants and was given a 6-year, $6.2 million contract. In 1985 season, in a game against the Redskins, Taylor's sack of Redskins quarterback Joe Theismann inadvertently resulted in a compound fracture of Theismann's right leg. After the sack, a distraught Taylor screamed for paramedics to attend to Theismann. Although the sack ended Theismann's career, Theismann has never blamed Taylor for the injury. In 1986, he amassed over 20 sacks and won both the MVP award and the Defensive Player of the Year award. That year, the Giants won the Super Bowl largely due to a touchdown-preventing tackle by L.T. Taylor felt let down rather than elated. Taylor said, "When the Super Bowl was over, everyone was so excited, but he felt deflated. He felt he had achieved it all and had nothing to look forward to." After a disappointing season in 1986, the Giants looked to rebound to their championship ways in 1988, but the start of the season was marred by controversy surrounding Taylor. He tested positive for cocaine and was suspended by the league for 30 days as it was his second violation of the NFL's substance abuse policy. The first result in 1987 had been kept private and was not known to the public at the time. He was kept away from the press during this period and checked himself into rehab in early September. Taylor's over-the-edge lifestyle was becoming an increasing concern for fans and team officials. When Taylor returned, he was his usual dominant self as he led the team in sacks again, with 15.5 in 12 games played. In 1989, Taylor recorded 15 sacks. He played the latter portion of the season with a fractured tibia suffered in a 34-24 loss to the 49ers in Week 12, which caused him to sit out the second half of several games. As the new season approached in 1990, Taylor fought for an improved contract. After a long, drawn-out period of negotiations, he eventually settled for a 3-year contract worth $5 million, making him the highest-paid defensive player in the league. Following the 1990 season, Parcells retired and the team was taken over by Ray Handley. 1991 marked a steep decline in Taylor's production. It became the first season in his career in which he failed to make the Pro Bowl squad. Taylor rebounded in the early stages of what many thought would be his final season in 1992. However, a ruptured Achilles tendon suffered in a game slowed him and he was non-committal about his future. Taylor returned for the 1993 season determined not to end his career due to an injury. His final game, the Giants were beaten 44-3 by the San Francisco 49ers. As the game concluded, television cameras drew in close to him crying. He announced his retirement at the post-game press conference saying, "I think it's time for me to retire. I've done everything I can do. I've been to Super Bowls. I've been to playoffs. I've done things that other people haven't been able to do in this game before. After 13 years, it's time for me to go." Taylor ended his career with 1,089 tackles, 132.5 sacks, plus 9.5 tallied as a rookie before the stat was officially recognized, 9 interceptions, 134 return yards, 2 touchdowns, 33 forced fumbles, 11 fumble recoveries, and 34 fumble return yards. He pursued a career in acting, appearing in Any Given Sunday, The Sopranos, and The Waterboy. He also acted in the 2000 Christian film Mercy Streets and the 2003 prison movie In Hell with Jean-Claude Van Damme. In 2004, Taylor released an autobiography, L.T. Over the Edge. He founded the Lawrence Taylor Family Foundation with his daughter Tanasha, dedicated to building community and strengthening family units. Thank you for watching. Click on the bell notification and subscribe for more content like this.